Hello students, we are again together in Science Plus TV. I welcome you all. Today I am going to continue the topics of organic chemistry that were started the last time by us, and I am going to take the two topics. First is tetracovalency of carbon, and then we will discuss the structure and shapes of some simple organic molecules like methane, ethane, ethene and ethine. Okay, so before I start with my topic, I want to remind you that if you keep learning with me, if you want to keep learning with me, then go and subscribe my channel quickly and keep supporting me like that. Thank you. So let's start. Look at this carbon. Carbon is having mass number 12 and atomic number 6. That means its electronic configuration is 2, 4. Here we have 4 electrons in the valence shell, and carbon requires 4 more electrons to complete its nearest noble gas electronic configuration. But here, just have a look. It can't lose 4 electrons, neither it can gain 4 electrons. Why? That are the energy aspects. Any atom requires a lot of energy to lose 4 electrons or to gain 4 electrons. So now, how carbon will complete its nearest noble gas configuration? Yes, my dear children, by sharing the electrons. The carbon will be sharing the electrons. Now, as the organic compounds are having carbon as its main element, so all the organic compounds in general, they do have covalent bonds. Mainly, right? Look at these two structures, methane and ethane. You can see here, carbon is further attached to the 4 atoms always because it needs to complete its octet. Okay? And because these bonds are made by sharing of electrons, these are always the covalent bonds. So here we come to the term tetracovalency. Tetra means 4 and covalency means sharing of electrons, right? So that is all we wanted to discuss about the tetracovalency of carbon. Carbon is called tetracovalent because it always forms 4 bonds with the other atoms, and that 4 bonds are generally the covalent bonds that are formed by the sharing of electrons, right? But question arises that here I have written the structure of methane and ethane, and I have made simple planar structures. Now we need to wonder whether these are actually planar, that means all the bonds are lying in the same plane, or they are non-planar. Non-planar means each bond with the carbon is having different angle to the other bond, right? So we need to just think about it. Many studies were carried out over its spatial disposition of the different atoms spread around the carbon atom. So the studies revealed that in case of this methane, look at this regular tetrahedron structure. In case of methane, the carbon atom is located at the center and all the hydrogen atoms occupy the 4 corners of a regular tetrahedron. Okay, and these 4 hydrogens are making bonds with the carbon just like the way I have formed it in front of you. Let's use some different color so that you can easily find out. These 4 are the 4 hydrogens and the central atom is the carbon atom, and these 4 hydrogens are attached with the carbon atom like this. Further studies revealed that these bonds can be represented like this. This is just a representation. I am going to tell you about the bond angle. Every angle, because it is a regular tetrahedron, so wherever we have two covalent bonds around carbon, the adjacent covalent bonds, they carry an angle of 109 degree 28 minutes between them. Means the angle between carbon and this hydrogen, sorry, the bond, this carbon hydrogen bond and this carbon hydrogen bond, they both are having same angle, this 109 degree 28 minutes. This bond and this bond, they will be also having the same angle. This bond and this bond will also be having the same angle. So all these angles with this between these bonds, they all are 109 degree 28 minutes. So my dear children, you can just make it easily also. This structure which I have made the representation, here we can see easily that two of these bonds are lying in the same plane. This one is lying above the plane, means it is present like this, above the plane, and this one is below the plane, it is present inside. Okay, this is the below the plane and this is the above the plane. Okay, so that was all about the arrangement of different atoms around the carbon in case of some organic molecules. Now we shall discuss the shapes and structures of some organic molecules. We will start with the very simple methane. Sorry, CH4. That is CH4. Okay, we will be starting with methane. Here, each carbon atom, let me use the other pen. Each carbon atom is having sp3 hybrid orbitals around it. This sp3, the carbon atom undergoes sp3 hybridization where it forms the four equal energy orbitals called sp3 orbitals. They are overlapping with the 1s orbitals of hydrogen atom, 1s orbitals of 3 hydrogen atoms. There you can see this is a sigma overlap, right? This is the sigma overlap. So finally this structure becomes like that which I have made in front of you earlier also. Let's draw it once again. Carbon at the center, two hydrogen bond, two covalent bonds, they lie in the same plane. One goes below the plane and the other comes out of the plane. Here again this bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes and the length of these bonds is also equal, that is 112 picometer. All these bonds, the bond length is 112 picometer. Now let's look at the next, that is the C2H6, that means ethane. That was methane, and the next structure we have the ethane. Let's have a look. Let's have a closer look, I must say. Here also the carbon atom is sp3 hybrid. The 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals are there with each carbon atom. This is also sp3, sp3, sp3 and sp3. Now these sp3 hybrid orbitals will show a sigma overlap with 6 hydrogen atoms, 1s orbitals of 6 hydrogen atoms, as I shown you in the methane structure of methane also. And one sigma overlap is between two sp3 hybrid orbitals of the carbon atoms directly. So here also there is a structure which is a regular tetrahedron where two carbon atoms are directly attached with each other. It's not visible to you. Two hydrogen atoms, these are in the same plane. Two hydrogen atoms below the plane and two hydrogen atoms above the plane. Right? Here also the angles are similar. The angles are 109 degree 28 minute. Okay, but there is a small difference. You see, this is an sp3 sigma overlap, and this bond is sp3 1s sigma overlap. There are two types of overlap, two types of covalent bonds. One is sp3 sigma overlap, and the others are sp3 and 1s overlap. Although both are sigma bonds, but the orbitals involved are very much different from each other. That's why there are two types of bond lengths exists between them. Here we have this bond is 154 picometer. The bond between carbon and carbon, which is an sp3 overlap. And the rest of the bonds are having the bond length of 111 picometer. Okay, 111 picometer. I hope students, you are getting the things properly. Here I am trying to explain you. Now I have shown you only two structures where we had the single bonds, the sigma bonds. Now we will go towards a few molecules where we find the pi bonds also. Here in front of you there is the structure of ethene, right? That is CH2. This is ethene. Here in this case the carbon atom is sp2 hybrid. There are three sp2 hybrid orbitals with both the carbon atoms. sp2 hybrid orbitals, and they are lying on the at an angle of 120 degree. Okay, so I will discuss this with you later. There are 2pz orbitals which are empty, present with both the carbon atoms. Just have a look. 2pz. This is also 2pz. Now these sp2 hybrid orbitals are going to have sigma overlaps. Two types of sigma overlaps again. This is 1s of hydrogen, 1s of hydrogen, 1s of another hydrogen. Here you can see I have shown a dotted kind of overlap amongst the 2pz orbitals of both these carbon atoms. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sigma overlap and 1 pi overlap over, 2 pi overlaps over here. So when we draw it in the simple form, we find the structure to be carbon, carbon, these hydrogens. Okay, I am going to tell you something very interesting now. When we have this kind of 2pz orbitals overlap, these pi electrons, they are never located at one place. They spread above this plane and below this plane like clouds. That's why we commonly call them as pi clouds also. We draw them also like this. So when we show this pi cloud, we draw it like this. Okay? So my dear children, this is a sigma bond, this is sigma, this is sigma, this is sigma, sigma, and these are pi bonds. Here we have 2 pi bonds and 5 sigma bonds. I hope you are getting the things properly. The bond angle is 120 degree, as I discussed earlier also. Moving towards the last molecule which I am going to discuss with you today is ethine. Okay, C2H2. This ethine. Here we have simple sp hybridization of the carbon. We have the central carbon atoms like this, and it is having only sp hybrid orbitals. It undergo only sp hybridization. Okay. Here you can see bache 2pz and 2py. 2p orbitals are empty. This carbon atom also 2py and 2pz. They are going to means they are undergoing the pi overlap over here. So there you have the sp sigma bond, sp1s sigma bond, sp1s sigma bond, and there are 2 pi overlaps. First one is amongst 2py orbitals, and here also first one is amongst the 2py orbitals, and the other one is between the 2pz orbitals of both the carbon atoms. You need to be very particular while drawing this. Okay, now just imagine this structure. These two orbitals, the 2p orbitals y and z, they are laid at 90 degree to each other. Their orientation is, they are having an angle between them that is 90 degree. That means this y, if y is lying in the plane, the z will be lying like this. The way I am keeping the pen just above the carbon atom. Okay, so when these 2 pi clouds will spread around this sigma overlap, it will form a cylindrical geometry. Let me show you. Let's draw it in the simple form as we have done it earlier also. There we have one carbon, one sp overlap, that is the simple covalent bond, and here these pi clouds will spread just like a cylinder. Cylindrical shape will be there. You have to show it like that. This is the this is the pi cloud. Okay, these are the sigma bonds. We have 3 sigma bonds and we have 4 pi bonds, okay, which are spread just like a cylinder around this sigma bond. There is the sigma bond between carbon and this pi cloud is spread around these 2 carbon atoms, this covalent bond, just like a cylindrical geometry. Okay, so that was all about these 3 structures. Now one more thing I want to tell you. You must be wondering which bond will be a weak bond. A carbon-carbon single bond, a carbon-carbon double bond, or a carbon-carbon triple bond. Let's discuss them also quickly. You see, in case of carbon-carbon single bond, there is only one sigma overlap. Here you have one sigma overlap and one pi overlap, only sigma. And here you have one sigma and 2 pi overlaps. So the more the overlapping, the more is the strength of the bond. So here we come to the conclusion that the triple bond is the most strong, the strongest, then the double, and then the single bond. So that is the bond strength order of the double bond, single bond, and triple bond. Here also we have this one is the sigma, and the bonds which are made bold by me are the sigma bonds, while the others are the pi bonds. So children, I hope you must have enjoyed today's lesson, and you will be revising these structures once again. Please keep trying, practicing them, because only practice can make you perfect in drawing these structures and shapes. Okay, Thank you so much. That's all for today. I'll see you next time.